Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meera. I make lots of videos regarding studying, moving to the UK and settling over here. If this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as I make lots of informational content regarding moving and living in the UK. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how much money I spend every month living in Cambridge as a working professional. When you've moved to the UK as an international student and you have just been living here for a while and you've just gotten a new job, one of the most important things to do is track your finances. It's very important to know how much money you're earning and how much you're spending. I manage all of my finances through a money manager app. Every single month, I keep a record of how much I've spent. So, this time, I've decided to create this video and show all of the expenses that I have done in the last month so that it helps everybody who's looking to come to the UK to see how much it takes to actually live over here once you've gotten a full-time job and you're working and living alone. If you are currently living in the UK, please comment down and let me know how much money you spend every single month living in the UK. So, starting with the biggest expense of the month, which is my rent. I live in Cambridge and Cambridge is quite expensive. So your rent will differ from which city you're living in. There are different cities in the UK and some of these cities are quite cheaper compared to the other cities. Had I been living in London, my rent would have been way more, or had I been living in Coventry, West Midlands, or some other cities in the UK, I would have to be paying lesser rent. So in my case, I live in Cambridge and the house I live in costs £735 per month. This cost is for an ensuite room in a shared house in Cambridge. Then coming to my next big expense. This is any amount spent on leisure. So I personally consider any sort of travel that I do or any movies I watch, any shopping I do, anything I buy, all these kind of things under the leisure category because it's not exactly my needs, it's my wants. So if you know the whole division that people in finances do, which is needs, wants, investments, so the rent would basically be my needs, the leisure is everything that are my wants. This is all of the extra money that I spend on things that I like, any luxury that I really want. So in the last month, I've spent about £170 on this. This differs for everybody. Obviously, it depends on your spending habits, how much money you spend on shopping and those kind of things. And this really varies for me as well from month to month. It really depends. For example, the month previous to this, I had gone to a concert, so that month my leisure amount was much more, whereas in this particular month I have done quite a bit of shopping, so this is what is accounted for my leisure expenses. Next category is restaurant. So I keep a track of every single time I eat outside or spend money outside, even if it's dine in or takeaway, anything of that sort. So I spent about £40 on this. I keep a general budget of spending about £10 per week to eat outside, so that would be in the weekends and stuff like that. The next expense is transport. So I consider any public transport such as buses, cabs, all of that in this category. Even if it is going to the office, coming back home, any transportation I use for my personal activities, I consider all of that under transport. And I do end up spending quite a bit on transport because it is quite expensive in Cambridge compared to the other cities. Currently in Cambridge, you get a day pass in which you can take any bus in the city and travel any number of times. That costs for about £5.5. So every single time I need to go out and come back, I usually take this day pass. And that's how I end up spending quite some amount on transport. Next three categories is basically my groceries, but I kind of split these based on the individual grocery stores just to see how much money I'm spending in each of these stores. Then again, I recommend anybody to shop from cheaper grocery stores such as Aldi, but I don't really have them near my house. So I end up going to either Tesco, Sainsbury, and I end up spending a little more money on grocery. And I also have an Indian store near my house, so I go there to buy any sort of Indian groceries. But on average, what I've noticed is I spend about £50 to £60 on grocery every month. So sometimes it's less, it's more, it depends. This can be largely reduced if you're living in a house which is quite closer to cheaper grocery stores such as Aldi or Lidl. Next expense in my category is phone bill. So this is for £5. I have Lebara SIM and I do the same recharge every single month. It's a direct debit and it just cuts off every single month. So yes, these are my expenses. On average, I spend about £1,100 every single month living in Cambridge. A huge part of these expenses are due to my rent and my phone bill, which are fixed costs occurring every single month. This is what cost me about £740, and this is my major expense. I do spend in moderation. My living habit is kind of a mix of everything. As you have seen, it's a bit of cooking at home, eating outside, socializing, spending some money on shopping, leisure, all of that. So basically, in all, as a working professional living in Cambridge alone, you would spend somewhere about £1,100. It can be more or less, definitely depending on your city, because if you are living in a city that's cheaper, the most major chunk of expense, which is your rent, is going to be quite less. I hope this video was really helpful for anybody who's either living in the UK, planning to change cities, probably move to Cambridge, or anybody who is looking to move to the UK, whether it's a student or a working professional, because this will help you understand the expenses right now currently in the UK. So I wanted to make a video of the realistic expenses that I have living in Cambridge alone. Thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them helpful as well. Thank you and see you next time.